Welcome back to our shaman thing. It's going pretty well, as you might be able to surmise from the screen that's currently showing with the 5 wins and 0 losses. By the way, this is part 2, so if you haven't seen part 1, there will be a link in the description down below to it. Feel free to follow over to that link, and then watch part 1, where the draft is in the first 5 games. Could I over-explain it anymore? So, it's going pretty well. Oh, wait, why did I fucking point to the screen when I was saying 5-0? It's right here! Right there. There we go. I can point to it accurately because I'm actually capturing it at the same time. I don't edit that in afterwards. It's live. Like, I can make it say, like, here we go. Live. There we go. See, my score is live. Bang.
I must protect the wild. For Doomhammer.
Lightning Bolt is actually basically going to serve the exact same purpose as Rock Biter Weapon here, except it's going to overload me. Oh, double fucking Mad Bomber. Oh, Helix. God. I have like a goddamn stampede of 2s in my hand. I do have to coin one out. I wanted to coin out the Haunted Creeper. I do want to coin out the Haunted Creeper, but the problem with coining out the Haunted Creeper is my opponent has too many cards they can play that'll just be safe against it, and if I want to respond to the cards that it'll be safe, fuck you. If I wanted to respond... Okay, here we go. Best of luck, Ryan.
Job's done. I thank you. Well played.
So... that goes there, Hero Power goes there, my opponent has 6 cards, and I have... That's literally actually the worst split that it could have done. Okay, I guess we need this to trade up pretty severely using a Rock Biter Weapon on it. For a little while, I hear that that thing packs a big punch. Only for a little while, though, so don't worry. I can let that grow for 1 turn. It can't get out of control because I can Lightning Bolt it or Earth Shock it at any time, but I need to develop a minion. So, that's the reality of the situation. I just need a minion on board.
Where shall I strike?
How much mana do I need next turn? I don't think I actually need that much mana next turn. I mean, I need enough mana to Shattered Sun Hero Power, or Shattered Sun and use my 2 wands, so that'll be fine.
Trogzor! Trogzor!
So that gets Earth Shocked. Earth Shock puts that down to 3-4, so I can kill it. Or I could Hex it. No, my opponent will have bigger things in their deck. Things with bigger base stats as well. I'm wondering if I even want to kill that ever.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
No. It's actually more potently powerful when it's dead. Especially if I pass it back to my opponent's turn dead.
Where shall I strike?
It's fine, I think that's the Hex target. Or it could be Rock Bitten with the Shattered Sun. Stick Horn. Okay. See, the problem is if my opponent didn't have an Ancient of War or an Ancient of Law. Can I make that assumption? Because they did need to use Hero Power, so 7 mana, they would have needed 9 mana if they were going to play either of those. But the thing is, next turn, they can play a... Yeah, actually, I have to play around that. Next turn, they can play an Ironbark Protector. I need to have a Hex. Like, if they play the Ironbark Protector and I don't have a Hex, I immediately lose.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I actually think the distribution of stats is going to be way better if I put a buff on this as well. I need another minion that can attack. This isn't looking too good for me, to be completely honest with you. I don't have a lot of, face potential. And I've already used a lot of my removal against a deck that is actually based around having huge fucking late game minions. So Ironbark Protector makes me a sad dude, but I can respond with a Hex and then develop a minion, so I guess the turn that Ironbark Protector happens, I'm really solidly happy. But everything after that, I'm distraught. I need to play the Stampede Kodo. I just need to get minions out on the board. So. 10 health left. Does my opponent have another Ironbark Protector? Any big dude without taunt, and we can probably win. Right? Not this turn, of course, because we have 9 damage and our opponent has 10 health, but we can probably just stall until we get something to help us. That kills 2 minions. Although it generates the same amount of power that was on the board previously with that. That kills another minion. I think I do need to kill that. One off lethal. Okay, roll the totem. Yeah, I think I trade with one of them. What do I Rusty Horn? This is to make sure that no charge minion can remove my 0/3. I guess it also means that Bite and Claw can't deal with the Flame Tongue. I mean, if, I lose if the next turn of mine is not my last turn. Oh, shit. Wait, well played. I was trying to well play them. No longer spectating me. Someone just got real... Busting open card backs. Oh. You used me. That person clearly just used me to get their, watch someone win done.
Thrall versus Thrall.
The back didn't even give me a legendary.
The elements will destroy you.
Sorry for your free pack sucking. I'm not going second. Both of these can be considered a form of removal. Fork Lightning early is I actually have to throw it back. I need another 2 and a 3. I would have kept it if I had any confidence in myself, but I don't. Thinking about entering the arena. I didn't know that was a state. Okay. I like it.
smell blood.
Okay. Now, Mad Bomber, we'll be friends if you fucking fix what you did last time, alright?
I thank you.
Don't mess with us.
I've updated the score. Why do I even fucking draft Mad Bombers, seriously? It's trash scum shit. Okay, so I kind of can't give my opponent anything worth killing. So might as well just do that. I should have rolled the totem first, because if I got a taunt totem, there would have been a reason for me to want to put down the Whirling's Appomatic, especially because I can buff it with the Shattered Sun next turn, and play the Stormforged Axe. But I didn't get the taunt totem, so it doesn't matter ultimately.
Squire, attend me.
I was wondering what the possibility was that my opponent was about to summon something that I couldn't deal with. God, I'm gonna overload the shit out of myself here.
Elements guide me.
So overloaded. Man, I wish I had a fucking Flame Tongue totem in hand. Not for the potential of damage on the Whirling's Appomatic either, but just for the fact that I'd be able to play it and definitely kill whatever my opponent summons with maybe a Searing Totem and my Stormforged Axe. Just be real nice. That is actually the worst case scenario, so, you know,
Elements guide
that's a
me.
thing. If you're wondering why I messaged someone saying you used me, it's because there is a quest log. There's a daily quest that you can get where watching someone win a game gives
We
you.
must cleanse the Sunwell.
Elements guide me.
Can't Mad Bomber. Too likely it kills my own stuff. Such a bad card. Can't do it. I lost so much value in the early game. Trying to claw my way back into the game after the
Squire, attend me.
initial disappointments. Luckily, that's actually pretty good for me. Summon a totem as well. You kill you. This killing this actually puts more raw stats onto the field, so
Push forward.
okay. I'll also kill that because what you want to be summoning right now in his position is the magic damage totem or the taunt totem, depending on what cards you have in hand. So I want to make it less likely that my opponent can get either of those. It doesn't matter about 3 damage to the face right now.
Silvermoon shall not.
Ideally, I would win by a lot more than 3 damage to the face. Yeah. This allows me to freeze that, develop a totem.
Push forward.
Okay. So right now I have a total of 12 damage sitting on field. I have a Lightning Bolt Power Mace. That's about it for my direct damage right now. Lightning Bolt, Power Mace, Rock Biter Weapon. So I can't draw lethal. It's especially unlikely if my opponent has minions on the field. I don't know if I'm scared of that. I think I might be scared of that. That's a surprising play, I'll say. Okay, summon the totem. So I didn't get the taunt totem, which is sad. I'll power this guy up. Well, you heal that damage anyway. No, you're going there. Okay. That's fine. Having the healing totem do, 3 health in a turn? That's real big. My opponent also very clearly doesn't have... Oh, that's actually surprisingly good here. It's basically a 3-mana removal spell on a Frostwolf. Unless you can buff its health, you can't kill 2 minions with... I mean, I guess you can kill the Searing Totem. So Searing Totem, Frost Elemental. That's fairly good. That's 5 mana, remove... 5 mana, 5 damage? It's not that bad. Okay, so now my opponent is bleeding the value. This is exactly the situation we wanted, just to be clear about that. Now I don't need to care about a healing totem. I mean, it's clear that the only buff that my opponent had in their hand was a Wind Fury. Because they tried to use a Wind Fury, right? Okay. Let's draw a card first. Demolisher. That goes there. That goes there, unfortunately. And Fork Lightning. So that Demolisher will still be alive when it gets back to my turn. This card is apparently entirely irrelevant. So I wonder what that is. Like, it's apparently so irrelevant that it isn't even played when attacking. What? That card is so far from irrelevant. Why would you not use it? Not using the card? Is that what you're describing as a mistake? Unfortunately, I still don't have lethal. 50-50 for the Taunt Totem? No, sir. Wind Fury? Bloodlust. Win the game. By 1 damage. Wind Fury Bloodlust wins the game. Only costs 7 mana as well, so you can still do it. Wind Fury Bloodlust. 100% of the time. Oh, reversing... You might get a freeze that will help you. You actually can't stop me from killing you this turn unless, with whatever spare part you got. Actually, you can. You can in one way, and that's to have the Taunt Totem, the Taunt Giver for the 7/7. Rusty Horn or
We
lose.
must cleanse the Sunwell. We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I have to see if it can redeem it. No, it didn't redeem itself. It tried. Okay, that's 7-0, right? It definitely tried to redeem itself there at the very end, but no, not enough. You needed to deal 17 damage to the opponent's face right there for me to forgive you, Mad Bomber. Now I'll update the score back to actually what it should be. We've seen surprisingly few paladins and mages so far. Just noting. Surprisingly few because they are the most common arena class by far.
Thrall versus Uther.
Classes, I mean,
I
of
will
course.
fight with honor.
For Doomhammer.
don't like that I keep a Razor Van Hunter, but I haven't got that many good 2s. Sorry, that many good 3s. I really want to coin a Stampeding Kodo as a response to something, because having a Stampeding Kodo on turn 4, at 4 mana 3/5, consider it that because I'm going to be coining it, and removing a minion on the same turn is fucking mental. Now I need my opponent not to have shielded minibot. That's just basically... Hey.
You know, take candle.
Alright.
What you want?
Baby, I got it. Okay. We're happy again. We're not that happy, actually. Because that can kill both parts of the Razor Van Hunter and still survive. Oh dear. We're not at risk of seeing any of the super strong Paladin cards right now, though. I don't think you develop a Truce of a Champion in this position.
I'm not ready.
Go for the face. I mean, I can, like... Okay. How about I roll the totem first? Spell damage, please. I've never been lucky in my life. Never happened. Not once. I don't think he's gonna be expecting the next Forked Lightning. He being Uther, of course. Rather than the player, because I don't know the player's gender.
Let me think.
I want to find something new and interactable on this map. I want to know every element of every map so that I can break every map. Oh, I've never done that before. Do those reappear, or is that like all of the coconuts that I get?
Let me think.
Oh, sorry, the screen is actually going to shake because my screens are shaking and my webcam is on top of them, so you... Whoops. Dear Lord. You okay, buddy?
I must move quickly.
Oh, you're about. There we go. So you are okay.
For duty.
It's good to know. I guess they're looking for a decent response to the clockwork moment. I could not have asked for a better.
Elements guide me.
I could not have actually asked for better. Now, I could have used Forked Lightning there to remove both, but unfortunately that would have actually capped my mana again. I kind of want to get Stampeding Kodo Forked Lightning going on next turn. Because that could be super useful. Could fling me so far ahead.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Oh. That's one good thing. I can Earthshock that if I really want to remove it, though. At the moment, it more looks like I just go bang, Kodo. On this. Damn you. It would have been so good on this. I would have been able to fucking Earthshock it all off. I can kill this with an Earthshock. I forgot about the spell damage. I forgot I had that. Hey, that also had the benefit of not tying up my mana, so next turn I can do Mech Yeti Lightning Bolt, Forked Lightning, Emergency Coolant. You have to realize that a lot of the cards in my hand aren't worth the same amount that just one good card from my opponent will be. Because I don't have Hex, so I kind of need to stall if I get in a situation where I need a Hex. So, it's stall time, I guess. I also need kind of vicious draw. That'll do, actually. That'll do, pig. That'll do. All I need to do is lightning bolt it for 5 and then flame tongue my Wrath of Air to go in. Alternatively, my opponent plays a minion with 4 health this turn.
On my watch. Reporting for duty.
To keep it out of flame strike range, to keep it out of consecrate range, sorry, I'll do that. And then that, yeah. I couldn't have asked for better, actually. The 1/1 is going to be really good just to pop the Divine Shield. I'm in a really good position right now, having double spell damage on the field, especially with the Forked Lightning and Lightning Bolt in hand. So, think of it like this, right? There's a huge jump in usability of damage from 1 to 2. From 2 to 3, it's a little bit less. From 3 to 4, it's a little bit... Actually, from 3 to 4, it's actually more than from 2 to 3. Because of heroes with 4 health and stuff like that. Yo. It's okay, I'll stop talking. I think I actually just do that. And then power this up and trade over. I also want a totem every turn if I can, so... I'm not going to play the Fen Creeper. This also threatens lethal. Like, exact lethal. 16 damage on the field, just in case. Exact lethal. Doesn't make sense.
Reporting for duty.
That's unfortunate. I guess I'm not too sad about it, but still unfortunate. I think that's how every single time we end up starting. I'm actually going to go with a little bit of a conservative play in terms of the amount of damage I can do to the face. I could have done 4 more damage, but considering my board state, if I need that 4 damage to have killed my opponent, I'm probably not going to kill my opponent that turn anyway. I should have totemed before summoning the Fen Creeper, actually. The Fen Creeper should be on this side. Because what if I have to trade through something, right? What if my opponent plays some fucking huge taunt somehow? And I've got a Mech Yeti run into it and then Searing Totem run into it. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. Wow.
Elements guide me.
I'm glad to have Finicky Cloak Field because it means I can kind of hide that for a moment. Try and sneak in my Stormforged Axe and Fen Creeper. God, fucking Archmage. I wonder if I should have been... Like, I was so far ahead that I wonder if it was correct for me to actually start playing around such things as Spell Damage Consecrate. I think it actually would have been correct. So my opponent needs a taunt or a heal this turn to live. Or another spell damage plus another consecrate. If they had another consecrate though, they would have double consecrated way long ago, so... Like, they couldn't have had another consecrate previously in their hands, because they would have done ages ago, but they couldn't have also... They also could not have had a spell damage in their hand, because they had to top deck the Archmage in order to do that, right? So I can tell you that there is no way that either of these cards are spell damage, or... Oh, hear about... Oh, well played. Unless you've got a Taunt Giver. Yeah. That was a fun game. That was definitely a fun game. Oh, well played you again, buddy. 8-0. Shaman and Warlock dominance and Rogue or Warrior. Okay. Yeah, I might be able to get that. Unfortunately, Shaman and Warlock dominance, there's only 4 more wins that I can possibly get in this arena, so I'm not going to be able to get that. Dang. Alright, this is probably going to be the last... I mean, we did 5 matches in the first one, but these matches have taken a bit longer. I don't know. Maybe I do 2 more matches before I cut to a part 3. It depends how they go, I think. I'm already proud of the performance. This is easily one of the better performances that I've had recently. Especially outside of Mage or Paladin. Serenade the Hunter. So a Hunter being up this far, to make use of their hero ability, I'm gonna have to kind of hypothesize that their deck... Be still my beating heart. I'm gonna hypothesize that their deck actually contains a lot of aggro. Right? Like, a lot of very effective aggro. So very effective aggro doesn't have high health because it has high damage instead. So I'm going to coin out the Haunted Creeper, knowing that the next turn I'm going to be using the Stormforged Axe. I mean, that's the most realistic way for a Hunter to get high. Shit. I don't know if I can Stormforged Axe against that. Going to. I'll play off curve. If I take the Overload from the Stormforged Axe, get no kills with it, and then have it removed by an Acidic Swamp Ooze, I'm so far behind already. I kind of want my opponent to... Wait, I had the coin. Fuck.
This is going to be amazing.
Chicken? Rough play. So... The chicken is is actually surprisingly good for a Hunter, because the chicken is a beast. So here's a question. Do I Stormforged Axe, or do I go for face? Like, do I Razor Van Hunter and then just trade my 2-1? I think I actually make the Razor Van Hunter and trade. This leaves me with a bigger board, and it also doesn't leave me overloaded next turn, so I can play something much bigger. Those are actually the worst 2 targets. I wanted this to die. This dying is actively good for me. I don't know if I'm actually going to get a victory by trying to mull through my opponent's deck here. I can take 8 face damage to help remove it. So that's 5 damage from Stormforged Axe plus Rockbiter Weapon. 6 if I include the Haunted Creeper. Oh my god, I have to trade 2 minions against that. Okay, well this goes in first. Yes. How much do they cost? 1. Okay. So that gets buffed second. Milling some cards. Mad Scientist being dead is good. Oh, baby. Those are actually some really good cards that I've killed. Now, 1, 1, 1. Right, that's 3 more cards that I can play. So, bounce that back to my hands. Looks like it's actually a severe Control Hunter. So that's only actually going to end up helping me if my opponent goes into Fatigue. It's got to be a Houndmaster. What? The most amount of cards I can play this turn is 2, unfortunately. And I can't kill it. Can I? No.
You call that a weapon?
Elements guide me. Almost out of cards.
So my opponent this turn cannot kill their own Fel Reaver, so I just need to drop a lot of cards next turn. So I hope to top deck something that costs 4 or less. Because then I can actually get them in fatigue. This is a real strange game. Explosive.
Done.
Just don't kill my guy. Thank you.
I'm out of cards.
Done.
Trade to keep myself alive. Wait, what? I developed a card. Why didn't the Fel Reaver? Huh? Top 3 cards of your deck. Oh, right. So my opponent didn't have top 3 cards in their deck, so it doesn't do it. That's still strange to me. I'm glad that I have the antique heal bod, because that's actually the kind of saving fucking grace for me right now. I can bounce master it, but the problem with bounce mastering is I can't play it next turn. Like, I can't play it this turn is what I mean, I guess. I'll take 2 damage next turn.
We
Damn.
must cleanse the Sunwell.
So I guess I just have to hope that they don't have 2 damage in hand, otherwise I lose. God damn it. Bounce Master plus Antique Healbot would have won me the game, but 9 mana it costs, because this costs 5. So, 2 damage, 3 damage, 2 damage in hand wins the game. I already had 2 minions on the board that were both going to survive, so would have died to Unleash the Hounds anyway. So it's just, do you have the damage, I guess. God, that's so fucking shitty to lose to that. Well played, you piece of...
My apologies.
Okay, 8-1. I mean, it kind of takes a little bit of wind out of my sail to fucking die to that shit. But, you know. Sometimes things like that happen. Do you remember that time we literally versed at Face Hunter? That was fun. Where's the opponent?
Thrall versus.
If Fel Reaver actually drew them into fatigue, they would have lost,
For
by the way.
Doomhammer, the elements will destroy you.
I don't think I keep Earthshock early against the Shaman. The only, like, really good use of it is to kill a Dust Devil. And if I want to kill a Dust Devil, oh, I've already got a Mad Bomber that'll just miss it. Grumble, grumble, grumble. I think I go Haunted Creeper if my opponent develops nothing. That's not right. That's not right. Lepino? Shit. It's actually the best card that they could have played.
Wanna blow something up?
I just had to keep on curve for a while. Well, one to each target. Why couldn't you have done? I mean, Power Mace removes that. But Power Mace will remove whatever my opponent summons. I'm glad that it got hit once, because it means that it doesn't survive if my opponent coins out a Shattered Sun. Which is pretty exciting. Okay. Power Mace attack, and then next turn I Mech Yeti, use the next charge of the Power Mace. Like, this is the opening that I foresaw being so fucking good for me. Because now I'll have a 6-7 out on next turn. Of course, this requires my opponent not having a Acidic Swamp Ooze. Unfortunately, I cannot kill that. But I still do need to power up my Mech Yeti, so...
Elements guide you.
I think that actually might have been too much. That's a little too all in.
That happened.
Yeah, you're gonna Hex me. Damn it. Don't need to apologize for Hex, right? I should have assumed that. I just have to play some small minions. All my big minions die to that too easily. I need some small minions on the board that I can use to kind of get back at it. Why would you go face right now? That seems strange to me.
For the king!
Oh, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. That makes so many sense, it makes dollars. Stampede and Toto go face. Going face means my opponent misses out on 4 damage if they want to try and clear the board. Oh wait, no, they can't even clear the board at that rate. Oh, this is so inefficient. But at least it pops my, At least it pops my minion. Kinda need my opponent not to have, Lightning Storm here. Spell damage Lightning Storm in a good roll. Ooh. Man, I wish I had one of those Fire Elemental cards. Real good. I actually don't know what I can do against the fire. Ooh, fucking hell, what's in your hand if you're that gung-ho on face damage? Just need to develop it, unfortunately. Eh, fine. Heals back up mine. It's better than it hitting me in the face a few times, at least. Yeah, I'm not going to win this one. It's pretty definite. Yeah, and that reduces my freedom of attacking as well. That's just not good. So many cards behind. You're trading now. What changed your mind? If my opponent has an Overload card, by the way, that's going to be the fucking best thing ever. So I'm real sad. That costs 8 mana to do. I don't need to use a Shattered Sun this turn. It's exactly what I needed. It's exactly what I was hoping for. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. My opponent having good removal for the Fen Creeper is pretty much a flip right now. If they can immediately remove that in any way, or play a big minion, I'm kind of screwed. That's a no on the big minion. And on the removing the Fen Creeper. Interesting. Why would you sack that? Maybe you think I'm going to be able to kill it for free next time? Okay. I see. I see that. Now the only target I can attack is the Stormclaw Totem. Or so my opponent
Cleanse the
thinks.
Sunwell.
Boom. Really glad to have that healing totem there, just healing constantly. I'm so vulnerable to Lightning Storm. I am so desperately vulnerable to Lightning Storm. And I don't even have enough face damage to kind of... Ooh, that's a top deck as well. That could easily be like Hex or... Yeah, it's Hex. It's Hex if you're targeting it without rolling the totem first. Because if you roll the totem first, it's Lava Storm. Sorry, Lava Burst. 5 damage, 6 damage with spell damage. Yeah, I think that's Hex. Trying to map out what you do after the Hex. Where's your supplementaries? Oh, there it goes. We need our Flame Tongue Totem really soon. Like, literally right now. I, just by 1, don't have enough damage to kill that. Fuck this. Taunt, please. Oh, have I ever told you that I believe in a thing called love? Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. Now they can't remove the Shattered Sun without intervention from hand. I've still got a Stoneclaw in this deck. Stoneclaw, sorry, I've still got a Flame Tongue. That's going to be really important. Yeah, hitting that is actually a good idea. No. So the reason you hit this is because if I buff it, it won't be able to survive. That's another Hex target, unfortunately. It's too strong for the current board state. I need it to be dead. Taunt him.
Push forward.
This actually long-term keeps the most things on my board alive, unfortunately. Because I get to heal back up from 2-1 to a 2-2. So it means the 1-1 doesn't have immediate, reach to kill it. That's probably Lightning Storm. Oh dear. No? Rockbiter. Rockbiter? That's like... Oh! Okay. Yes. I'll admit it was relatively bad for me.
Elements guide me.
I can't afford to almost Pyroblast myself in the face with that Dark Iron Dwarf. I've still got Forked Lightnings in this deck as well. I think I've still got 2. I mean, it shouldn't be that difficult for me to win. It's just I need my opponent to continue drawing really shittily. I do have to appreciate, my opponent has drawn horribly. Like, evidently their deck is doing them no favors. I can't push for face damage. At 2 a turn, I put my opponent on a 12-turn clock. Yeah. I need to have board supremacy and then just run all of my board into my opponent. That's so bad, and I just used... Oh no, that's my second Hex. Second Hex? I think I might still have a Hex in my deck. But that's my only silence. That's so fucking good. I have all the totems on the field as well, so I can't summon another totem. So I'll sack this totem and then summon it again. It has to summon the 1/1 because I already have the rest of them on the field. So I just kind of need to delay that as much as I can. So just summon Stoneclaw Totem after Stoneclaw Totem. That means keeping all of my other totems alive so that I'm guaranteed the Stoneclaw Totem every single time I press the totem button. The problem is, now all my opponent needs is one big minion to put behind it, and I've lost.
What you looking at?
I tried. You can never say that I didn't try, because I did. I did. I totally did. Oh, God. They're all really horrid targets as well for the Demolisher. Like, I don't actually get helped out much. I guess if it hits this, I can remove it with a hit from the Demolisher and my Stormforged Axe. Yep, that's real bad. I have to run 3 things into the Sludge Belcher to kill it.
You're dead.
Almost anything is going to kill the Demolisher in 1 hit anyway. I'm wondering if I double pop it and then put it down to a 1/2. Means pop. I would be 1 damage off dying if I did that. I can't do it. As it stands, I'm 3 damage away from dying. Yeah, you've got lethal.
Well played. Sorry that happened.
Oh, by the way, 10 damage on the field, no taunts. So, I made certain it was lethal before I conceded. I'm just sad about it. Alright, I don't think I should cut to a part 3 because the likelihood is very high that I just...
Help us!
So instead I will just continue playing the video game. I'll be happy with 8 wins. I mean, going to 8-0 and then 8-3, kind of saddening, but I'd be happy with 8 wins.
For Doomhammer.
I can't keep the Rockbiter weapon anymore. Okay. That's still not good, though. Because the thing is, I'm on turn... Oh, I should have thrown back the Clockwork Gnome, actually. I'm on turn 2, right? So my opponent does nothing turn 1, I develop a Clockwork Gnome, they hero power kill the Clockwork Gnome, and then what do? I can't Stormforged Axe because I won't have a board. Because my opponent won't have a board, so there's nothing for me to Stormforged Axe. I guess this keeps my Demolisher a little safer, but still, I'm sad. So this means my opponent only has a 1/1 weapon developed. So it means that when I coin out the Demolisher, it's going to stay there, most likely, for that turn. And it means that I can then Shattered Sun my Demolished. It's still not exciting, right? So they've got to play something they're fine with dying to it. Oh! They're gonna Deadly Poison Backstab? Deadly Poison. What's his this got? I can't kill that, actually. I mean, I can kill it with both of these, but... like, Stormforged and Demolisher, but... I don't want to do that. That's really good. That was a really good response.
I wonder.
Rather than develop a Stormforged Axe against a naked board, I'll just develop a minion. Especially because I've got Dark Iron Dwarf to actually buff it and then run in if I really need to. That's only 2 damage though, and it develops a 4/4, but
Just me and Mr. Right.
yeah, it's not that great. Okay, this is fine though. I think I Stormforged... Yeah, okay. I Stormforged Axe to kill this hero power, and that's fine because I want to play my 4s next turn anyway. Most likely. It's just Shattered Sun on this for the kill would have been also really good. Rogue just has so many tech cards that it's really difficult to play around. At the moment, it looks like I develop a fucking 4/4 next turn, kill the 2/4, and then just can't deal with whatever my opponent summons. And they're still holding a 3/1 weapon, so you can understand my frustration. Whoa, why do you hold on 5 mana? Holy shit.
You call that a weapon?
Why do you hold 5 cards on 5 mana and do nothing? They have to be extremely situational and not effective in the situation that was currently presented. So, what do I have? Just a Searing Totem, which was a 1/1. I need a Hex for that so badly.
Done.
I'm so sad.
Power of the winds.
That's not a bad card for me to have had it summon, but I'm still so fucking sad.
Join or die. Or both.
Are you gonna trade that plus that, or are you gonna shiv, right?
Mind if I roll need?
Yeah, no, you are gonna do that plus that. Interesting.
Elements guide me.
So I think I keep the antique heal bot in hand. Do I? I can't attack with a power mace, obviously, so. Greatest amount of threat that I can put on the board is actually Ancient Brewmaster, Razorfell. It also gives Shattered Sun some buff targets. Every one of these poses a threat to the 2/1, and the 2/1 doesn't pose a significant threat to any of them. Unless assisted by a hero power or another spell. And if you have to slow down in order to use the hero power, I am so fucking grateful for that. How are we equal on car? Oh, right, yeah. I guess this is going to be another one. And my opponent went first, so they'll be 2 ahead of me after that. Okay, that makes sense. I want to get the Whirling Zap-O-Matic Power Mace going on. But I think actually stronger than a 5/4 Wind Fury might actually be the 6/6 Antique Heal Bot. That's so good. My opponent, of course. I think I Hex. Yeah. And I can keep my whole board alive if I run that in and that in. I want a hero power every turn if I can. Like at this point, I need to get the hero power working. Oh, fuck. Thank you.
Must cleanse the Sunwell.
This makes my board really, like, strong against anything but spell damage Fan of Knives or spell damage Blade Flurry after a Dagger Mastery. Fuck me! Come on! Are you kidding me? I could have dealt with that before as well. You knew I had a Hex in hand, you bastard. Alright.
What you want?
If I don't go for face now, I will lose. If I let that minion die and summon another legendary, I will lose the game. So here's where I stand. Worlds Apart, Hearts Broken in 2/2/2, right? I need the Whirling Bot to survive. so that I can buff it with both the Power Mace and the Rockbiter weapon in order to kill my opponent with one shot. I don't think that happens. I think they deadly poison and then they run into the Whirling Zapmatic. Fuck you. Piece of shit. Okay. Right now, best case scenario, that removes that, and then I have 2, 2, 3. Oh, you kidding me? What? I no longer can win this video game. Video game too difficult.
We
Wow.
must cleanse the Sunwell.
And I still have to go face.
Suck steel, swine.
Elements guide you.
Suck.
I'm so distraught. I would have had lethal if it wasn't for the... That's why I didn't kill it.
So many.
God, am I fucking Ratsma right now? Is that what's going on? You have every Shredder in your deck?
Blood and plunder.
I win. Fucking finally.
Elements guide
Forward. Push forward.
Well played.
You said well played, you know what? Okay.
you. Well played.
I'm sorry. I was a little salty about the whole Sneeds thing. Alright. Again, I'm still not going to cut to a part 3 because I could just lose at any point. By the way, if you're on the NA server and you want to add me, it's Rhapsody6458. Feel free to spectate games if you'd like, but most likely you'll be kind of watching an episode without commentary if you do that.
For Doomhammer.
And, you know, that's pretty obvious, because most of the time when I'm playing this game, I'm going to be recording. I think it's probably going to be worth my while to actually start playing a few arenas off camera, just for fun. See, way better than a Flame Imp. Still only cost me 1 mana. Did 2 damage to my opposing hero and only 1 to me. That's crazy. Okay, I need to win the game right now. Opponent getting value. I need to Whirling Zapmatic go face. Go, 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 go. Right, I need to push a lot of damage. Because they're gonna get value over me, I need to overwhelm them. That's so fucking bad for me.
Don't mess with us.
14. They remove that this turn. They have a 2-1 and a 1-1, and I have a total of 6 damage on field.
I come.
Suck steel, swine.
Put it on your head.
Okay, so I've got an Argent Commander and I've got a Lightning Bolt. That's almost enough damage to kill. Assuming that my opponent doesn't heal or taunt. I do need to go for this though. Because my opponent's already got a lot of value that they can get. That's fine. That's yeah, that's the end of the game. I can't do it. Oh, shit. think I have to Fork Lightning and hope that that gets hit. Because I still need to be pushing damage through at all times. And Fork Lightning can never be damage to the face, so I needed to use it as damage immediately there. So my opponent needs to taunt or heal this turn to win. I've got Argent Commander Lightning Bolt for a total of 7 damage burst next turn. It's also worth noting that I haven't put anything on the board that will allow the Piloted Gargoyle to kill itself, so it can't summon a taunt.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
Okay. 3 and less mana taunts are rare.
My eyes
Fuck.
are open.
How? It's exactly perfect.
To Northrend! Victory or death!
Should have done the 6-2. That should have been really obvious to me, but... They had the exact... The only... I mean, it's that and Voodoo Doctor that would have healed them enough off 3 mana. Yeah.
So many possibilities.
I don't actually have the ability to finish this game now.
You face Jaraxxus, Eladon Lord of the Burning Legion!
This is to try and kill that. Worked. God damn it. I was so close as well. You can see why I couldn't have played a value game against this deck, right? Right? You can see right? Why that wouldn't have worked? Yeah, it's the end of the game. Again, another thing that can't go to the face. I mean, I've only got Rock Glider Weapon, that's it. Well played. 9-3, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, look at that strong control Demon Lock deck. That was insane. The early tap, especially considering that they're 9-3 at least, told me that there was no way I was going to win if I didn't go quickly. Especially with the hand that I had. Oh well. I gave it my best shot. I only had 1 Rock Glider Weapon. I thought I had 2. Okay. Oh, come on. I've already crafted a Quartermaster. Dang it. Alright, let's open that pack. I just crafted that Quartermaster as well. 2 rares, that's fine. I was almost gonna say, make one of them golden. Target dummy. That's actually a fair amount of dust from that, though. So let's go to my collection. And you might notice we're up gold. So, yeah, D. All of those. And then show only golden cards. Okay, so it's not showing golden commons, so I know that the only golden card that I have is in here. What was it again? Oh, right. It was a, yeah, Arcane Nullifier. I want no gold at all, ever. Get the fuck out of my deck, you stupid gold piece of... My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been... I wanted to say Dark Souls for some reason. The name of the game has been Hearthstone Arena. The name of the deck has been... I don't know. I'm gonna say Cutlery. Because we had so many forks. Yeah, I tried. My name has been Rhapsody. Name of the game has been all the things what I just said. If you've liked the video, please click like. It doesn't get my content out to new people. Not just on this one, but there is a part 1 as well. There's also a playlist in the description down below with all of my Hearthstone Arena, all of my Hearthstone Ranked, and all of my Hearthstone Adventures, which are currently going on in the Blackrock Mountain. But if you're watching this far in the future, whatever adventures have been released, they'll also be down there. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. We'll see you next time.